$57, $56, $55, $54, $53, $52, $51, $50, $49, $48, $47, $46, $45, $44, $43, $42, $41. A million seconds later. I'm watching Trent on YouTube, and we have an 8-second delay.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm speaking to you in the future. I'll be right here. Don't you worry. John 3:16. Amelia Muppet. Welcome. Disclaimer. Not financial advice. We are not liable for any personal financial decisions. Thank you. Guys, welcome into another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. I am your host, T Square in the house. Trentinator went to go do something. I hope you enjoyed his live streams earlier. It was fantastic. It's going to be a great show. Crow's pumping. Bitcoin's moving. What is one of the very few times I think I might have been wrong. The data was living and the 20% played out. How we referenced the flush yesterday. Every day and every now and again, you hit it, baby. And the markets are doing good. So now, you know, we maybe got like a connected card, so we're 4 cards deep into a flush. Now we'll see if we'll get the river card and actually nail it, right? I mean, the odds just got better. Jump for the pump. T Square is my financial advisor. I'm looking for him for liable for any losses. Please no. I don't give financial advice. Lots of people ask him. But what I do have to give away, guys, for the first person that smashed that like today, I have this to give away to you. What is this? Oh, you tell me. That, good sir, is a wolf spider. They are nasty and they are mean, and I have them in a cup. Look how big he is, guys. Look at this is my thumb. This sucker's a where's my thumb at? That thing's a beast. You know, flip it upside down, dude. It's bigger than my freaking thumb. Woo! It's not even stretched out. It's like this, hunched. And when it stretches fully out, oh, it's a nasty mother effer. I hate spiders, man. I just brought them in here to kind of give you guys a peek what we got up here in Seattle area. If you guys ever move out here, those suckers are nasty. But guys, before we get started, please smash that golden like button. But not down, but up if you want to see Trent's banana zone, which is his face. Oh, there he is. He heard you guys coming. And guys, if you really want to get into Trent Eater, we got a subscribe bell. You get his banana zone going, which is his heart, actually. And you'll find those buttons over here, but not over there. I mean, I should take it back. Over there, it can't be just going naturally, but over here on YouTube, it's not as fast. And guys, Trent is in a really good mood today. We actually didn't talk before the show, but Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. Oh my gosh. No freaking way. You gotta take bets on Polymarket. How long is it going to last? 6 months, 3 months, or 1 year?
You know why I'm bouncing? You know why I'm bouncing this green ball?
No, not yet. Because we all know Taylor Swift can't hold on to anything longer than a year. Okay, go ahead, Trent.
You know why I'm bouncing this green ball?
Because it makes you think of noodles.
Because Bitcoin is bouncing, baby. Let's go.
Zeno, what's cracking lacking, man? Awake 4:35. Awake just for the show. Zeno, my dude. You know, I was awake at 4:35, Zeno, and we were talking it up in the Discord massively early. It might have been a little late, like 5 a.m., but man, it is early. We have John 360. I hate spiders too. Waza! Wolf spiders, especially nasty things. You must get wolf spiders in Canada. Pepe, where you at, boy? John's calling him out. Trent is my friend. LOL. You know we did that one. When I cash out, I am going to visit Trent and T Square. You might have to choose because we don't live next to each other, or maybe we'll meet in the middle. We'll head to not the desert because there's nothing there, but Walmart.
We'll do a brew crew meetup one day.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to let you know, John, just for you, I felt like my good Heavenly Father asked me to take a break from the serpent juice for a little bit. So I don't know if fast is the right word, but I'm fasting from alcohol for right now. So I do just have coffee in my cup, just coffee, and it's okay. You know, when the Lord calls you to do something, you say, I'm here, I'm willing to listen.
I'll do enough for the both of us.
That's right.
Today
That's
I'm bringing
the right word. Oh, thank you, Amelia.
Today I'm bringing the other side of the prism from Green Peak Beer Company. And this is a hazy double IPA coming in at 8.5%.
Oh, shoot. Did you see the email we got?
No.
John, if you wanted to jump in here, I just remembered. I glanced at it. You want me to send you an invite, John? We can send you an invite. John asked if he could come on today.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm sorry, John.
Yeah, I'll email you a link right now, John.
Yeah. And no pressure. You don't have to. But if we see you pop in here, then we'll throw you up. Easy peasy.
Right. This isn't it. This is somebody else. I just opened up an email that I wasn't supposed to open up, Trent. Trent, why are you sending those to those people? That's just wrong.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm in my own email. Never mind.
Well,
Trent, you should jump into.
I'll run into the news while you do that.
Okay. Well, why don't you just save me the XRP news?
The XRP news. I'm not sure if I know what you're talking
I mean the crypto.com.
Oh, yeah. I planned on it. You scared me there for a minute. I was like, I take a break from crypto Twitter for 2 hours, and this is what happens?
Why did I could have swore I saw John 316 send us an email, but now I can't find it.
Well, look in there and either confirm or deny it, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into the news for today. Let's see here. First off.
Well, send me an email anyways. John, if you want to come in, I just sent you the email. I swear we had it someplace.
From DL News, Ethereum price. Wait, let me make sure I'm on the screen. There we go. Ethereum price will hit $7,500 by year end, says Standard Chartered analyst. It's clear skies for Ethereum. That's because the treasury companies and exchange-traded funds are devouring coins at a pace that makes Bitcoin's corporate buyers look like snails. Since June, Ethereum treasury companies, firms that are holding Ether, I don't even know her, on their balance sheets, have bought up about 2.6% of all Ether in circulation. Combined with Ethereum ETFs, nearly 5% of the market supply has been absorbed in just 8 months, more than double Bitcoin's fastest accumulation rate of 2% during Q4 of 2024. With Ether trading at about $4,500, just days after it notched a fresh record, the asset is primed for an even more explosive rally, according to Jeffrey Kendrick, head of digital asset strategy at UK-based bank Standard Chartered. ETH and the ETH treasury companies are cheap at today's levels, Kendrick wrote in a note to investors on Tuesday. His forecast, $7,500 by year end. Kendrick's math is pretty straightforward. When corporate treasuries hover up supply faster than any period in crypto history, price should follow suit. And unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum buyers get a bonus, that 3% staking yield that Bitcoin can't match. Other analysts have already said that Ethereum is a stronger corporate treasury plan than Bitcoin. 10% of all Ether. To get to $7,500, Ether will need a lot of lifting from the asset's main buyer nowadays, treasury companies. In a July note, Kendrick predicted that corporate holders would end up owning 10% of all Ethereum in circulation. Right now, firms hold about 3.5% on corporate balance sheets, and they show no signs of slowing down. I think the 10% looks well in hand, with 7.4% still to go, wrote Kendrick today. Of late, Ethereum treasuries have been relentless. Bitmine, a small-time Bitcoin miner turned Ethereum treasury firm, holds about 1.7 million Ether, worth around $7.7 billion. Just last week, the firm added $900 million in Ether. Bitmine aims to control 5% of Ether's total supply. That's because Tom Lee is the Michael Saylor of Ethereum. While planning to raise an additional $20 billion for further purchases. So, you know, guys, here's something that I thought about earlier. And I took a long, hard reflection on this. Hey, what's up, Donovan? I took a long, hard reflection on this earlier today. I didn't even see you come in because I was on my other screen reading the article. But, you know, my Ethereum price prediction, I think I have to ask myself if we're getting it wrong at about $8,000. Here's the reason why. What was the bottom for Ethereum in the bear market in 2022? It was
1,300.
Less. It was right at about $1,000. On some exchanges, it ticked down to like $990 or something. And Bitcoin, if Bitcoin goes to 150K, that will 10x from the bear market bottom. So are we really saying, do we really want to say that Ethereum won't be able to do a 10x from its bear market bottom, but Bitcoin will? I don't know. Now it could be because look, you know, Ethereum, all of the ETH killers out there, all of the fantastic layer ones that are out there can eat some market share, but I don't know. I had to stop and think about it today. What do you think, T-Square?
I think that I'll make a bet with you on the live show that I'm right. And I only think that I could make this bet because I bought all my ETH at the bottom so I could buy Pluto Alliance. Now, I remember people talking about the lower leg going to 900 and possibly even lower at $600. But I know for a fact that where I was buying my Ethereum, it was 13, just shy of 1,300.
Yeah, that was in essence.
Oh, Ben Martin, I'll hit you up too, Ben.
Oh, hey, yo, the chart experts. Got you. Yeah, yes, but it did tick down to about 1,000 or just barely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How confident are you?
Pretty confident.
Okay, I'm looking at a Bitstamp right now, and it says it wigged to $1,385.
Let me see here.
Now, it's possible, like some other exchanges that had way too much Ethereum was given it at a discount.
Yeah, look, if you look at the coin market cap chart, you have
that's not accurate.
No, it is though, because it's an aggregate. It uses data from Chainlink and aggregates across many different
That's
exchanges.
as bad as Cointellify.
No, it's not. Look, on July 1st of 2022, the price was $1,060.
Well, I don't know. I could tell you right now that they must have messed with the Wix or something, because I ain't no way that thing went to $1,000.
I was watching it that day. I think I was actually on Catalina Island that day, in 2022.
Nobody believes me enough islands, Trent.
Let's see here. I'm going to go to the Coinbase chart on TradingView. Let's see.
You guys want to read my crypto.com article? Trent, where was the bear market low for crypto.com?
Hey, I don't know. But look, Coinbase. Share this tab instead. Coinbase on the weekly chart. The wick was actually coming in. Here's the low of the candle was $879. on June 13th of 2022.
So what you're saying is never buy anything on top of this stamp.
Yeah, probably.
Man,
that is quite the difference.
That is quite the difference. Okay, if it came in that low, I will believe you. I will supply it.
But I mean, I remember that day.
You won a spider, Trent. I will mail it to you.
Back in that day, in 2022, Ethereum was actually my biggest holding by dollar amount.
Wow.
And so I remember.
Oh, NFTs.
Oh, really? Yeah. So like, I remember watching it.
Blue aliens.
I was tripping that day because I didn't expect it to go that low.
I think I put 24 Ethereum into that, Trent, which is pretty crazy to think about now how bad I screwed that up, because I could have bought 2 Bored Apes, 2 Bored Apes and like 5 Mutant Apes with that amount of money.
No, or you could have just held your 24 Ethereum. Dang.
Yeah. Dang.
24.
24.
Damn.
But, shoot, man. Shoot. Got me.
Dude.
All right, here we are, Trent. Here we go. Now, I think there's some confusion because everybody was like, they're buying $6.2 billion. I don't think they're buying that amount of dollars because that's literally double the market cap. I do think they made a large purchase. So let's just kind of scroll through Chris's Twitter because he's been active today.
Hey, hide your messages on the right. I mean, there's nothing for people to see, but I mean,
it's okay. I was already going through my email by accident. So we have Chris. Remember, I said this meeting right here, there was something that happened that put crypto.com on the roadmap. Then we go, wondering what's the community view on Crow performance in 2026 under the following scenarios: 200 million existing SPAC cash deployed to buy Crow after transactions completes, 420 million SPAC cash including warrants proceeds deployed by Crow, and 5.42 billion cash plus warrants fully Crow. What's your view on each of these scenarios? Actually, you know what, Trent? I don't think I have ever. I don't know what SPAC is. Do you know what SPAC is?
John,
do you know what SPAC is?
No, sir.
I was just looking at it the other day.
I heard about it. I just don't think I read about it.
Yeah.
We got Trump Media. I wanted to find the video he had playing. It was sweet. Is this it?
I know they said that they're locking up the 6.2 billion Crow that they're buying. It's locked up for 4 years.
Oh. So here, this is the video. So it says Crow. Actually, we're excited to share that Crypto.com and Trump Media have partnered to make Crow a utility token of the True Social platform. So therefore, guys, if you interact with True Social, they'll probably pay out rewards. Like how Twitter does monetary. Like they'll probably use Crow. You can probably buy merch on there with Crow. There's lots of different things. They have their own video services, streaming services that they're getting into, like television, where you probably could pay for it with Crow. It's a utility token, guys, and they're set up and saying, hey, we want to work with them, and this is the only token we're going to work with. In line with the partnership, Trump Media will purchase approximately 105 million in Crow for its balance sheet. This is where 685,427,000 for Crow. Guys, can you have made it like an even number? Like, I know you did 105 million. It bothers me that this isn't an even number. And here's the video. Boom. Crypto.com, powered by Truth. Crypto.com and Trump Media announced a new partnership. Kronos will become a utility token on the True Social platform. Trump Media will purchase approximately 105 million in Crow balance sheet. Yes, guys. Why do you think Crow skyrocketed? So this is where I think people got confused. In a historic day for Crow, Trump Media Group Crow Strategy announced a $6.42 billion US dollar treasury play. See the press release for more info on the proposed business combination and important info about York W and York Q. Here's what you need to know. A definitive. Wow. This is going to take here, guys. We're going to read a little bit because it's important. A definitive York to establish Trump Media Group Crow Strategy was signed today. A completion, it will trade as MCGA. Make Crow great again. I love it. At completion, Trump Media Group Crow Strategy will be world's largest holders of Crow with 600,000 million, 6.3 billion Crow, which is bizarre because didn't it just say up over here that it was only 685 million Crow?
Well, they did two. They did one for True Social, and they did another treasury for the World Financial Liberty. They're locking up, so it's worth 1 point something billion dollars that they bought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This 6.3 billion Crow tokens is worth approximately 1 billion as of the time of this announcement. Separately, Trump Technologies Media Group (DJT) acquired 105 million of Crow. Oh, that's what we were just talking about. Crow, and Crypto.com acquired 50 million at DJT. This brings the total Crow under the Trump Media Group umbrella to 7 billion tokens. Crow will become the platform token of True Social as a part of this broad strategic partnership. Guys, we're so early. We're so early, guys. The fact that people are like, you're late, dude. Crow, literally, it's like the gem pedestal is set up under this whole brand new TV adventure, social media thing. It's just gonna go, guys. That's incredible. 7 billion tokens. Blah, 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 blah. Crow will become the platform token of True Social as a part of this broad strategic partnership. Man, only one token, guys. At the completion of Trump Media Group, Crow Strategy is expected to have 200 million cash acquire more Crow. Guys, if you want to see us on True Social, smash that, put a 1 in the comments, and Trent will work on that tomorrow. Yeah, I was just kidding, but I would love to stream on True Social.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Hey, welcome in.
It's not like Trent has a bajillion things on his plate. Trump Media Group Crow Strategy is expected to have 200 million cash to acquire more Crow. Wow, more Crow? Crypto.com and Trump Media Group are each chipping in an additional 100 million cash, each via warrants, and Yorkville is chipping in 20 million cash via warrants, bringing the total cash to 420. That's funny. Well, that's always 420. Why? What is Yorksville, Trent? Can you give me a quick run?
What's what?
What is Yorksville?
Yorksville? I don't know.
They were a company that was acquired by Trump Media to purchase more of the Crow as well too. So they're a different company as well too in the treasury.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for the alpha, Donovan. See, that's what happens when you get the Brew Crew on the blockchain version. You know, we all help each other out.
The company will also have access to further 5 billion line of credit from Yorkville to, yes, you guessed it right, acquire even more Crow. Wait, 5 billion line of credit from Yorkville. So not only are they going to buy another 420 million, they are aiming to acquire another 5 billion worth of Crow on a line for cumulatively. This will add to an unprecedented amount of dry powder for digital asset treasury company, exceeding the total market cap of Crow as of the time of the announcement. So literally, it will double the market cap. Whoa. To put it into perspective, and you know what? That's an interesting thing because it's going to do more than double the market cap, Trent, because technically the market cap is that's not all cash in there. You know, a market cap is a little bit differently. So the fact that it's really like so we're going to double it. It's really like a 3 to 4x, possibly even a 5x. It could technically do it.
Right.
Just off them. As of the time of the announcement, to put it in perspective, to reach similar level of buying power and impact of 1 billion of ETH, just unprecedented. You will have to buy hundreds of billion of ETH, just unprecedented. Trump Media Group Crow Strategy will hold the Crow it acquired forever. Forever? That made me speechless. I had to read that twice. Trump Media Group Crow Strategy will hold the Crow it acquires forever. All caps. So it's not just
that guy's forever. It means you may as well burn that supply.
Yeah, that's just wild. Now I'm kind of curious on where that wallet's at because I'm kind of going to be curious if they haven't hold any other tokens in there. But it's literally like a burned wallet. That's absolutely wild. And now think about it. They just reminted all those tokens. This company literally just bought them all and burned it. So it's like, you know, like really?
They must be thinking that they would rather borrow against their against the net worth of their company than sell.
Yeah. So there's something in there, guys. You know, you guys been planning to think. Trump Media Group Crow Strategy will stake the Crow it holds to further boost its Crow holdings and generate a robust revenues for MCGA. Let's talk about MCGA. All funding partners are fully committed to long-term success for all MCGA shareholders. This means 4-year lockups for Trump Media and Technologies Group and Yorkville and Crypto.com and MCGA management of 12 months full lockup and then potential unlocks every 6 to 12 months. Very reasonable public float of 13%. Original York holders, this represents a differentiated opportunity for investors in the digital asset treasury space. The mission of Trump Media Group Crow Strategy is to enhance shareholders' value by maximizing the fly-by-wheel effect. Also, you guys, you know something's interesting about this is that Crypto.com is also going to be selling stocks. And what is this going to do? Are Crow holders going to get a special discounted rate for a DJT stock? Maybe. More funds raised, more Crow bought, prices appreciate, allowing for more funds to be raised and more Crow to be bought. As a result of Flywheel One, I gotta read that again. What are they saying? The mission of Trump Media Crow Strategy is to enhance shareholders' value by maximizing the flywheel effect. More funds raised, more Crow bought, prices appreciate, allowing for more funds to be raised and more Crow to be bought. Is that what Michael Saylor is doing with Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Where he's all like he makes a bunch of stock, then he sells that part of stock to buy the Crow. The Crow goes up, so his stock goes up, so he sells. So it's a gotcha.
Or borrowed against his stock.
Yeah.
As a result of the fly-by-wheel, one should expect Kronos to reach its full potential as the backbone of the financial services, including a powering payments of the AI agents. It appears the market has responded well to the news. In the wise words of the namesake of soon to be the world's largest holder Crow, thank you for the attention to this matter. Here's the official release. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel? I mean, that is absolutely wild. You know, that makes me so bullish. I almost don't even want to sell my Crow.
Exactly.
I'm like, I just want to
be careful.
I almost want to just hold it with them. You know, I'll sell it in the year. I don't know. What if we go into extended cycle trend and we never end up selling? If I do sell my Crow, which I do plan on it will only because I want to buy more Crow, not because I want to get out of this. It is such a bullish project. It really is. And you guys, you know what I did? Okay, you guys probably know this if you were part of my community. But, you know, speaking of the aliens, I managed the Pluto Alliance Discord, and we took all the money that we had and we put it into crypto.com, Kronos coin. So, boom, baby.
Oh,
That's on the map. You know, they said it couldn't be done, and it is done. So I'm feeling pretty spicy about that.
Yes, sir. I did start a poll in the chat. What's more likely, ETH to 10K or Crow to $1?
Crow to $1. I think easily.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if ETH will. I expect it to, but I think more highly that Crow will hit. Now, if it was ETH to 10K or Crow to $2, that's a little bit more of a wager.
Yeah. Like I am starting to feel that Ethereum is definitely going to make a concerted push toward 10K.
Yes.
I do. So.
Well, you know what? If Ethereum can go to 10K, we're all going to be millionaires. Not financial advice, but I'm getting that vibe.
Well, let's move it along to some charts and TA.
I guess you don't want my spider trend?
Huh?
Oh, wow.
Nasty, dude. That thing's big.
That's
nasty. I mean, you look at it, if I'm trying to get it without the reflection, if you get it at the palm of my hand, bro, it's literally spread out. That sucker's yay big.
Donovan, do you guys have black widows in Canada?
Yeah, we have that wolf spider. It's big. A wolf spider jumped at me one time in a garage and it hissed at me.
Yeah, they're so mean. Yeah, they can hiss.
Yeah,
nasty things too. We get them pretty bad right now. Like the bugs and the insects and stuff. They're all over. I'm like, I had them jump at me in the shower before. I'm like, There's nothing in it to kill it. A couple times I was on the toilet and I looked over and they're crawling down the curtain. I'm like, oh my gosh. Michael Cameron, welcome in, good sir. Cheers, welcome. Cheers. Brew crew in the house.
So we've got, let me know if our subs tick up, by the way.
20, we have 19 people in here. If you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. Boosts us in the algorithm, and it's the #1 way you can help us get around and get known, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us because we're not here without you.
Yeah, also, if with 19 concurrent viewers, if anyone is watching that has not subscribed to the channel, I would just have you know that we might not be the biggest, the best, or the brightest crypto community on YouTube, but we're definitely the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. And also, when you sub to the channel, you touch T-Square right in his banana zone, which happens to be his heart.
Right, Michael? He knows what's up. I mean, that's where John 216 found us through the Crow fam. And so did Ben Martin. Ben, wherever you're at, Ben, I know you're out there watching.
It's funny.
Peppy at? Where Peppy at? Where Peppy? He's been hiding on all shows today. I can't find that guy. Where are you, Pepe?
Dude, how did Pepe become like the troll of our little community? He
trolls everybody. He trolls everybody, man. He trolls everybody. I love the guy, but I want everybody's bags to be blessed. But that guy doesn't want anybody to be blessed. I love you, Pepe. Don't worry, brother. I love you, man.
I hope, Pepe, we hope that you get that there's a lot of green in your life in the coming months.
It's green in his skin. Mr. Ben Martin, whenever you want to come on, join us, dude. One of these days, you should jump on in here. It'd be great. We'll hang out. We'll have a around the blockchain, but with Crow.
Yeah, yes. No pressure to anyone, but it's a funny little thing that started to happen on our show. Is what was that first guy's name? He was a Bitcoin maxi. His name was Paul, right?
Yes.
One time I wasn't on the stream, and T-Square. This was in the early days of like. T-Square would kind of run the show solo sometimes, and at first, and he got really good at doing it solo real quick. But then, like that first week or two, someone was like, "Hey, I'll hop on the stream with you," and it was just a community member. And after that, we were like, you know what? Why not? Like, who else out there is doing that sort of thing? Just hanging out with the community live on YouTube. So
it's nice to be able to get to know other people too, and put a face to it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, as long as we know, like, if we've seen you in here enough, like, we know that you're a community member, and we know you're not we know that you're not trying to hop on StreamYard and like flash some graphic material or something like that.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, let's see here. For Bitcoin, zooming out to the 2-week chart.
I'll do Crow next to Ben after Trent.
Huh? Oh yeah, got you. I showed this yesterday, but we have this rising wedge, which in bull markets they break up more than you think. And the cookie cutter response is, well, it's bearish. Bearish by 70-30 or whatever. 70% of the time it's going to break down. But if you limit your data, if you isolate some of your data, and you ask yourself, what do rising wedges tend to do in bull markets? And the answer to that is that it breaks up a lot more than you think. And when it does, there's two ways to draw this measured move here. One of them is to take the length of the flagpole, and then we're going to move that pole up here, and it gives a target of hold on, let me redraw that because it wasn't quite precise enough. Then we come up here and it's given us like close to $170,000, right? Now, the conservative way to draw this is to do the width of the base of the triangle, right? And then you bring that up, pull that out, and that's $152,000. So, there's that on the 2-week chart. Now, how do we know if this is going to break up or down? Well, the test, in my opinion, is this range of support and resistance. Guys, this is the key range here that I drew in a green box or a big green rectangle, however you want to think about it. This range from $104,500 to $109,700 this constitutes the breakout point of the previous support resistance flip. Okay, this range was our resistance. It acted as our resistance back here. It acted as our resistance back here in this range, right? It also, well, yeah, I'm on the 2 weeks, so that's about it. But so that was our resistance. It's very similar to when we dropped down here to 74K, right? Our previous support resistance flip was this whole area right here between $69,000 and $74,000. And that went all the way back here to the 2021 bull run where we rejected off of $69,000. So we broke out of this support resistance. We flipped this resistance into support in Q4 of last year. And we pumped all the way up to this next big resistance zone between 105 and 110. Okay. Now, when we failed, when this started to act as resistance up here, what did the market do? It came back down and it retested. It bullishly retested the breakout of the previous support resistance flip. And it did it at $74,000. If you're taking this as a range, you could have said, hey, it can go as low as $69,000, but it held at 74. And we're in a similar situation up here. It can go as low as 104, closing candles above that. I would say we can wick below it. That's fine. We can close one candle below it and then get right back up. But any more than that, I mean, we're in trouble. So, the thing that tells me that this rising wedge is going to break up is whether we hold this range, because it's the retest of the previous support resistance flip. Now, if I go down to the 1 week, the other thing that is kind of telling me that we're, I'm going to actually delete all of my drawings right now. And let's see here. I'm going to, and I'll have to redraw those green boxes, later, but that's fine. So the other thing that leads me to believe that we're going to break bullish out of that rising wedge is the fact that the weekly has this inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so the neckline, if you draw a horizontal line instead of a slanted line, the neckline of that inverse head and shoulders coming in here at 109, where we bounced from, or where we are currently attempting to bounce from. So, this inverse head and shoulders pattern, a bullish pattern, leads me to believe that we're more likely to break bullish out of the rising wedge than we are to break bearish. So, and then you look on the weekly, the stochastics are getting low. They're not as low as they can go yet, but they're getting low. Come down to the daily. And the stochastics are attempting to make a reversal down here. The MACD is looking like it's overextended to the downside. It wants to start, it could start to round the bottom. We have these tweezer bottoms right here on the daily. You see the two wicks to the downside. And that tweezer bottom is even more pronounced on the 4-hour chart. You see it coming in right here. These tweezer bottoms. And once we put those in, stochastic started to reverse to the upside, and we started to get this, the histogram on the MACD moved from red to neutral, and now from neutral to green, as we put in a bullish cross on the MACD on the 4-hour. Call it by its government name, the moving average convergence divergence. So, we're when you come down to the 4-hour, we are now bouncing bullish off of the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders. We're bouncing off of the previous support resistance flip. However, we're finding some resistance right up here at the 21 moving average. So, it leads me to believe we can still be in a little bit of a tight range for some more days, maybe, because we have to get above this 21 moving average, and we have to start curving it to the upside. On the 1-hour, we are above the 21. On the 15-minute, we're coming down to test the 200 right now. We broke above it earlier today, and I'm hoping to hold it as support. Maybe we do come back down and then break up again, and we hold kind of a high, a low, a high, a lower high. Sorry, a higher low, and then ultimately maybe a higher high coming out of this. So that's where I'm at on Bitcoin. Very quickly, I will point out something on Ethereum.
No, it's my turn.
No,
I'm been waiting patiently.
Real quick. I'm not gonna go over all the time frames. So look, when we come to the 2-week chart on Ethereum, I asked a question earlier about Ethereum's all-time high, right? And let's see.
Friends, my friend.
Why is it not? Okay, so here we go. If we draw a horizontal line back here at the all-time high in 2018, January 1st, 2018. If we draw this horizontal line here at the previous all-time high, and we ask ourselves, how, if we use the measuring tool and we say, when Ethereum was breaking the previous all-time high in the 2021 cycle, once Ethereum broke this all-time high, what was the measured move? How far did it go? And it went 242% above the previous all-time high. Now, if we ask ourselves, Ethereum is looking to break the previous all-time high right now. Well, what if it goes? Now I realize diminishing return. Sorry, hiccups. I don't want to say that it has to go 242%. Okay. As a matter of fact, I need to bring my chart much lower to even do that moon math. 242% is like over a 3x, I believe. So that's going to come. I mean, we can't even see it on the chart, no matter how much I drag it down. But that's a 3x from here. That would be well over $12,000. It would be closer to 14. Now, here's the thing. What if we only go 100%? Or you meet it in the middle and you go 150%? Well, now you're talking about, in the ballpark of just breaching $10,000. So, anyway.
Angel says drag it from the right side.
Drag it from the right side. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I could also hide my RSI, and I don't want to do all that though. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean 125% is breaching 10 grand. So, I know that's a little bit of moon math, but it's just playing with what's possible. We have to take the charts as they come, look at what patterns are forming as they come in the following months. But that's just showing a little bit of what's possible. So, thank you for the pro tip, Angel.
Action?
Yep.
Roger. Yes. I'm so happy. Yeah. Come on. We got to get into some Crow because it is pumping. Yo, why is Crow pumping? Because it is the coin for this cycle. Where are you at, Crow? I just had you pulled up. I was looking at you. And then I got distracted.
Shout out to whoever became our 372nd subscriber.
We jump over the 1 hour. So this type of stuff is kind of crazy, okay, to read. We're just going to say that. So we're going to jump in the 15-minute, okay? While we were waiting for Trent, we had a good little pump go up in the 15-minute. It almost wanted to roll over and make a red dot. Literally got denied on that. The VWAP is looking good. Money flow still good. Strength's coming up. And look at this, guys. We break up. Didn't even want to break below 20 cents. We break right back into it. We break down a little bit. Boom. We come right back up into it. Now what is happening is we jump over to the larger time frame. So the 15 minutes looking good. We have not confirmed. We have 40 minutes until we confirm it. But the VWAP is just breaking up. And we have a green dot on the blue momentum wave on Market Cipher. Also, I use hiking the sheet candles because I just like how the candles look a little differently than the traditional. They use the previous averages. And if I'm using the regular candles, I'm saying that's looking pretty bullish, guys. That is looking pretty bullish. We're going to jump into the Hakashi. Ben Martin, I know that you asked about the 1 year. We're going to jump into that too. We're going to go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we have 90 to 86, which is extreme bullishness. I can't see myself, Trent.
But the people can't see that I'm plugging for subscribers.
Yeah. But the blue momentum wave is pumping 90.
There you go. I'll cover up Donovan.
I'll be the sacrifice.
Yeah, right. Well, being this high there's two things are going to happen. I don't think we'll lean bearish. I think that I think that
he's bouncing like Bitcoin.
Continue another leg up, or we're going to have a quick breather, reset the momentum waves, and keep going. We got Bang it up on the right side. It's all good. Much love, Bob. Thank you. Breaking through things in the middle of dump is not a good look. Hope you have those savings to hold the crypto. Yeah, I hope dump would not be a good look. And the 1 hour is looking bullish. Hopefully we can flip up the 4 hour, but that's what we need to have happen. The 6 hour still shows momentum waves to the upside. The 12 hour, dude, that's such a strong momentum wave. It's crazy. Hey, I was talking to Trent about this today, and this is how crazy market cipher was. What time frame was I on, Trent?
I forget.
Oh, okay. So first off, we have a trigger wave right here. Okay, look at that. It lives. I don't know how it works, man. It said trigger wave right there. Anchor trigger. It said put a long in. Dude, you would have crushed it on that one. Absolutely crushed it. We go to a little smaller time frame. We also have the anchor trigger wave right here. And on the 4 hours, looking at the 4 hours, says green dot also. Dude, on this candle, it said, hey, if I was you guys, I would be putting a long in right now. Dude, you would have rocked that long, dude. Straight up money flow coming in. Those are the type of trades that you pay the bank. It's not these little tiny little moves that you get up. You it's like fishing, man. You keep going till you get your big fish, right? So the 12 hour just had this monster momentum wave to the upside. We literally bounced off the 50-day on the 21. I can't tell you if that made it go across because it doesn't really look like it went below it. It just doesn't look like it went below it on the 12 hour. Now on the 1 day is looking pretty good, man. The money flow is so obscenely thick right now. You could cut it with a sharp, rusty butter knife, and the VWAP looking good too, guys. It's just looking good. I don't like to be made.
Hope you have your tetanus shot.
Yeah.
I don't believe in tetanus shots.
Of course you don't.
The 3 day, we got the green dot confirms in a day and a half. 1 day, dude, it's looking good. I don't like to be made fun of a fool to tell you guys this is all good news. It's kind of difficult to read those ginormous candles, but I feel like all the other time frames are saying good. We're coming over to the weekly, and we've been telling you guys we had the green dot trigger wave, and it wasn't done. It just wasn't done. And now we're at the 212 level. And right now we already know we're above 18 cents. So we know that the way we're going, if it continues just where we trade sideways, we're going to chunk up and make another green candle up higher. The momentum wave on the 2 weeks looking strong. We told you guys that this was not done. They said it was open doors to the upside, and I still think that. We have a trigger wave. We just saw what a trigger wave looks like on the 1 hour, how you put those long ends and you try to hit them. And dude, we got another one right here on the monthly, and those are even more shows you more convergence. Like we had one right there. Boom. We can't go back too far in the last cycle, but dude, I'm feeling really good right now for Crow. I think I'm just bullish, man. I can't find a reason why you can't not like Crow. I feel like everybody should hold a little bit of Crow. Like everybody should hold a little of XRP. Everybody should hold a little bit of Crow. Cough, Coin Baron. But no. So where are we gonna jump into next? Since Trent did Ethereum, I'm gonna do Cardano, and it's dead. Okay, we're gonna go with XRP. I'm just kidding, guys. Cardano's a good coin. Cardano gets a lot of hate. It's probably like the most hated coin in crypto. Why? I don't know. Some people say it's the trading volume. It doesn't have enough trades. Some people say it's too complicated. The real reason is it's nobody really wants to take the time to learn about it. And I think it's a very sophisticated network. It's only made for sophisticated, fine people who don't like getting hacked. And that's where you want to build on something, you build on Cardano.
Yes.
We do have a little bit of momentum wave coming down to the downside. It could be a fake out, depending if this is a trend reversal. We'll bounce it off the 21. We have multiple doji candles to show it that it very well could be, and we could be heading up to the upside. Now we jump over to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is telling us we have a doji candle to the downside. We do have a trend reversal, not trend reversal, but a lagging death cross. But this is kind of interesting because we're in a weird situation. Okay, so we know the 1 hour is kind of bearish. But with a 4 hour is leaning bullish. We have momentum coming in. We do have a slight bend in the momentum waves right here. The VWAP is coming down. Stokes are looking like they want to reset, or they have been resetted. And the 12 hour looks like it's about to roll over. So I'm going to say,
Donovan, is that your younger self in that profile picture? In how pick?
Is that my younger self? Yeah, I had hair them times there, my brothers.
So what was I saying? So the 1 hour, it's doing a fake out because we jump over the 12 hour and the 4 hour, or 4 and 12. It looks like the 12 is just about to roll over and flip bullish. And that's how I see it. I think we're about to get another trigger wave to the upside. Now, it hasn't confirmed, so we're projecting out what we're thinking. That's just what I think. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. You know, if we could roll over right now, get a sharp trigger wave near the zero line. I think that was just, that could have been the bottom right there. This could be the next move coming up, and we would break up. We're going to break up to this trend pattern of up and over $1, and hopefully we can break out of that. That is what I'm thinking for Cardano over maybe like the next week and a half. I would like to say a week and a half. So let's just hope that's what happens. Okay, now what are we going to get into next, guys? Okay, we should check out our XRP because everybody loves XRP, right? I love XRP.
Yes, I love XRP.
John 316 loves XRP. Trent loves XRP. You know what was really interesting on XRP? I had this former coworker. He was really into XRP too, but I don't know what podcast he was listening to, but he said XRP was the chosen one. I was like, okay, I can get behind that. And he said that it's because there has never been sin committed with XRP, and God won't choose a coin that has never had any sin. And I was like,
What?
I was like, I don't know about that. He goes, well, think about all the other coins. He's like, it can't be Bitcoin because people bought drugs with Bitcoin and done other stuff. I'm like, well, yeah, but so is the dollar.
Yeah.
Well, not XRP. I'm like, well, how do you know that? You know, I'm like, how do you know somebody doesn't just take XRP on a USB drive right now and go buy drugs? This doesn't make any sense to me, sir.
It's often quite the opposite. You know, Philippians chapter 3, Paul says their God is their belly and their end is destruction.
Yes,
and
yes.
You know, you have this, you know, idea in Romans 1 of God giving people over to their reprobate mind and their own desires and passions. So, you know, God will let evil prosper seemingly for a time until Jesus comes again in the clouds to execute judgment, perfect justice on the earth.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting to say the least. I was like, I don't know how to say that. I'm like, yeah, you're right, but I definitely he's 100% sure that his people saying that XRP Bitcoin's going to go zero. Like, okay, well, you know, I thought I was having an intelligent conversation, and then you lost me.
Yeah.
Hal wants you to charge HBAR.
Yeah, we'll do HBAR, and I'm going to do skip over XRP, and then I'm going to lead into that. Mr. Hallard. We have we just got a can of close. Okay, sweet. A little bit more data. Well, right now we're looking on XRP on the 15-minute, and the first thing that my eyes see is like a little bit of a bull flag. I don't know if you guys see that. Whoop. We'll go like this. Messed that up a little bit, but yeah, do what you want with it, man. I'm gonna drag it down farther because I want to see it more. Okay, you know, we're at 312 range. If we could break out, we are at a major psychological level at $3. So that, you know, that's a pretty major level, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum wave on the 1 hour, same as Cardano. She wants to go down, so we will have to keep an eye on it. You know, we have momentum has been going up on XRP the 4 hours. We do have a doji candle. It's a 4-4, which is the DBSI saying it could go either way. And the momentum wave, this where it first came in, was very sharp and up. And if you notice very carefully, we like edges on Market Cipher. And you can see it start curving right here, right there. There's a little bit of curvature. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. And the VWAP is coming down. So it's something that it is above bullishness because it is above the zero line. But it's some things we pay very close attention to. Okay, very close attention, Mazowski. Now, the 12-hour, it's looking pretty bullish. We have a trigger wave, VWAP coming in. Stokes on our side, low, doing good. Strength's coming in. This is also like a double bottom, just like Cardano. I think that, or not double bottom, but we have a lower low. Now we have a higher low, which is a bullish sign too. This candle has not quite played out, but if we can make a higher high, then let's say game is afoot. All right. Before we get into Hedera, we come over to my favorite segment. You guys all know what that is. We got 25 people in here watching. They all want to know. Guys, I'm sorry, but I gotta do it. It's my favorite thing. We partnered up with BitFi. I almost said BlockFi.
Definitely not them.
Yeah, right. Guys, we're partnered up with BitFi. They have no KYC, no VPN. You get 20% discount trading fees if you use our link. It was so good, I'd say use twice. And guys, it's the #1 way you can support the channel. You know, new traders over here on the left-hand side, if you're a very beginner, you want to learn how to trade, you can put $100 in your trading account and you get a $50 trading deposit bonus in volume. Now, if you're a little intermediate, you got 500 and 1,000, which gives you 20%. So you get a $100 and a $200 deposit bonus for those two. And then if you're a really experienced trader and you have a lot of money and you've been doing quite well for quite some time, you can head on over and hit up the deposit of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, and you get 10% bonus of 500, 1,000, or $2,000. And if you guys can't even afford that money while you take it out of another position, you can take it out, get your bonus, and put that money back. Now, also, if anybody is in here that's been trading for some sort of long period of time, be careful, guys. Just like we saw that giant shakeout that we had happen over this last weekend, they are mean, man. They will come after your bags. They will hunt your stop losses. It is part of the game. So just know what you're getting into, because we don't want to see anybody in the Brew Crew get liquidated. We just want to see dollars and have everybody make money, man. That's what it's all about. Crypto's fun, and if you guys want to support the channel, be part of the Brew Crew, hey, come on over here. And plus, if you do this, I didn't tell you this, but we have a Discord link in here, and if you sign up with one of these and you put your username in there, you get grandfathered access to our Discord, which we're eventually going to start charging once we hit 500 subscribers. We'll get it pretty close, guys, and that will give you BitFi signals, which is the top ROI traders, and it tells you enter price right here, take profit at point A, point B, point C, and D for stop loss. And so it's pretty nice. And if you get in there and you start talking to the community or talking to me in chat, and you say, hey, I want to trade crypto.com, we can say, okay, we'll pull up some of the top ROI traders through BitFi, and we'll give you catered signals for those traders, so you can copy and use to help even take advantage of it to help you learn. If you can't figure out why they are putting their longs in right there or shorts, you can see and help understand and help sharpen your skills. Okay, cool. Let's get into Hedera, guys, because that's what Hal wants. Hal Finney. He's the only other Hal I know, and it could be him for all we know. I just made it right. Hedera. That's how I got my 500,000 shares of Pepe. BitFi from the Blockchain Brew Crew. Hey, let's go, Pepe. Pepe, did you buy any crow? Please say yes. Well, apparently at some sort of point, I've been working on Hedera, guys, and what we're looking at is I drew a diamond pattern. I said, I think we're going to break down. Well, guess what? We broke down. And then I said, well, also, I'm going to draw a flag pattern. We literally broke down to the bottom of the flag. So there's point B. I said, put a short in. Point C right here. Put your long in. Boom, we make money or whatever, it's playing out, guys. We do have an anchor trigger wave on the 12-hour on Hedera. Was there a 12-hour anchor trigger wave on? Oh, there is one on XRP. I don't know. Did I talk about that? Did I miss it? What is brewing, peeps? Do not forget that like. Thank you so much. Do not you. My favorite do not I've ever seen. Usually my wife's telling me do not, but I was like, I do.
Since you said what's brewing, if you do partake, tell us or your favorite beer style anyways.
You just cut out, Trent, but have you ever heard of a smoothie brew?
Yeah.
Serpent juice.
Serpent juice.
Hey, Lucas, I see you. You're over there lurking. And that was really perfect time when you just joined the Discord right after that. I see you lurking, Lucas. My brother from another mother. Drew crewing it up. Hey, Lucas, that is something too that I know you just got liquidated on your things or you're down, but dude, hit us up, man. Let's get you access to some of these BitFi links, man. I think Trent can work something out over there, and you can start seeing these signals and check them out, man. Maybe there's something you can learn to help get yourself set up. But love you, brother, and we're here for you, bro.
And I'll tell you what, Lucas. Like,
We're still early.
Lucas, DM me on Discord. Like, I won't DM you first because I have scammers impersonating.
A lot of scammers. I get them too. They're like, this is true. I'm like, no, you're not.
But
I am.
But Lucas, DM me, and just because you shared with us that you were, that you had some hardships trading, like I won't even give you the entry barrier of like having to deposit $100 on BitFi, even though you keep that money, right? Like you're not paying for the VIP signals, right? You're just depositing into your own account. But I'll take that barrier to entry away. DM me about what I said right now, and I'll just put you in that channel if I can. So without you having to do a single thing, just because you shared with us yesterday, hey, like I'm down pretty bad, blah blah. And the reason why I'm saying that is because look, you might need to take a period of time if you still have some of your leveraged account left. You may need to take a period of time where you just say, you know what I've been doing isn't working, and I'm just going to do these signals. And I'm going to learn from them. And some of the signals I'm going to lose, some of them I'm going to win, but those signals all have one thing in common. They have a stop loss. So, like,
all right traders, yeah. And it's just me and Trent are here to get rich off of the community. We want to be part of the community. We got involved into crypto because we wanted to help educate people. And you're a prime example of somebody that we can help. And that's just it, man. That's why me and Trent are here. So yeah, bless your brother. I was talking about Hedera. I'm jumping back into my mic working again. Okay. Whoa, I just heard that come through somebody's mic and it sounded overly not. If somebody did that to me, I don't know how I'd feel about it.
Oh, sorry.
But so with the 12-hour, we have Anchor Trigger Wave on Hedera, which is looking pretty good. Hal, I don't know if we'll get to $10, Hal. I'm not gonna lie. I like to say $2.14. How do you like that number? That's a pretty good number, right? We got a classic double bottom right here on the 1 day, which is pretty slick looking. It goes heads on with the 12-hour action we got going on. We got a little bit of, I would say not bullish divergence, but the blue momentum wave is going up. The VWAP is going up. So that's the yellow line. Money flow has not been coming down. Strength kind of looks like it's reset. Stokes RSI are still pumping. Mamma mia. Okay, the 2 days not overly bullish. Okay, but it's like half played out. Okay, so it's half played out. We got curvature, so maybe we come back in the next 1 day in 21 hours and we get that full on trigger wave. So this is looking pretty prime. What's today? Tuesday. That would be Thursday. Maybe we'll get a Friday pump. We're still in that triangle. There was a couple moments right there. It wicks down, touches the 21. That's what scared a lot of people. Most people set their stop losses below the flag. It was hunting, guys, just below it. Because everybody always puts the stop loss just below it, right? Well, now I know that you should put it a little bit lower so you don't get that wicked out. The 3 days still coming down a little bit. We haven't flipped bullish, but so we already kind of need extra over the 2 day. The weekly, we have a red dot. It has not confirmed yet, guys, but we have 4 days till this closes. What's the actual price right now of Hedera? 24 cents, 24.23. So we do know that we are a little bit higher than where it's projecting us. So maybe we can invalidate that green dot. Wouldn't that be wild if we invalidate it? Yes, let's do it, Hedera. Let's freaking go.
If I was gonna go into Hedera right now, I don't hold any H bar. I like H bar. I can't hold everything. But if I were to go into H bar right now and I had like a few grand to put in it, I would probably split it 50-50 between H bar and Algorand. That's just me. But
Ben Martin asked me if I saw a cup and a half handle on the yearly chart, and I think what he meant is by like maybe weekly chart. I'm trying to find.
Go to the 12 months.
I don't have a 12 months.
Well, at the interval.
Well, there's nothing there, Trent. There's not enough data. That's right. That's what I was saying. It hasn't been out that long.
Yeah.
But he asked me if there was a cup and handle. I'm trying to figure out. Well, I could see a cup. That's clear as day. But I'm trying to find heads or tails of a handle. I'm not 100% sure where that would be located at.
Well, it could form one because it just ran up 30% without everybody, without everything else running as high. So it could form a small handle. Try the daily or the 3-day.
That's what this is. And if that plays out, it's not crazy move. It'd be like 20. It'd be a 10-cent move on that cup and handle. That's what we're looking at. And we want way more than that on Crow.
Yeah.
But we do have a green dot on the 3-day. That's bullish. Bullish as heck with the VWAP coming in. Money flow is coming in good. Jen, you want to have anything to go over? You want to go over the Cardano spotlight?
Yeah, real quick. Let me go look at HBAR in my chart just because I use regular candlesticks, and let me see if
because you use the regular ones. That makes you special.
Here's for Crow. Let's see.
We're gonna have John 3:16 pull up Crow, and he is gonna give you guys a deep dive on that cup and handle. Here's a cup. Here's the handle.
There's a handle.
Does Crypto.com sell cups, John? They have merch.
Yeah, they have merch.
Hey, Trent. Speaking of merch, guys, we might have something in the work for you.
Yes, sir. It is. Yeah, it's coming soon. Merch is coming soon.
TBT, to be determined.
So if I hide all of my indicators and I kind of
you know what, Trent, I should probably put you on the screen, huh?
Oh yeah. If I hide all of my indicators and I kind of stretch this out a bit. What happened?
You pushed the button. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. I shot Crow, but I didn't shoot the scarecrow.
Dang, I have to completely...
Did you just close out Trading View?
Yeah, I have to...
John,
yes,
316. I broke my truck today.
What happened?
I finished my route and I was like, dude, it's my easier day. I'm like, I'm gonna get out of here at a good time. I got to the dump and I went to go open my tailgate, and it went like this. It opened up this much, and I'm like, what? And I closed it, and it closed it, and I was like, let's try this again. I'm like, nope, it's not going anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna switch my controls around. So then I switched them around and I opened it up this much, and then I couldn't get it shut. So, due to the mass amount of weight on a garbage truck, I had to tow it in, and I was so irritated because I don't know if you are in the same boat as me, but I like having the same truck every day. It's kind of like my truck, and it's very clean because I spent a lot of time in there, and I had all my speakers and my gloves and stuff, and I have to like put it down today. I'm like, she might come back up tomorrow, but the problem is with old Betsy tomorrow, I'm gonna have to. The dump doesn't open first thing in the morning. I have to wait like 2 hours before I even get going to the dump. So it's only going to put me 2 hours behind. And I'm like, and my Wednesday, it's my big day. I'm just really heavy. A lot of people throw out a lot of dog poop and grass. And so it's just like it bogs down.
Yeah. I'm blessed in my sense. I work for a company that they only have one truck, and then that's my truck. So
that is nice.
I have the same truck.
Do you use gas or do you use CNG?
Diesel. Yeah, I have to use diesel.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
we use CNG. It burns extra hot, and it's a cab over, so it gets so hot in my cab. Whatever it is outside, it's like 15-20 degrees warmer with the AC on. And sometimes our trucks get so hot they overheat, and you have to blast the heat to get them from turning off.
Oh well, yeah. My truck is a Hinu truck, so yeah, it gets hot as well too. Hinu, we drive a Japanese Hinu truck, so.
Wait, you don't have AC?
I have AC. But if you touch the floor, well, like as you said, like when it's hot driving, the floor radiates because the engine's right there and everything's there, right? So it gets hot in a truck, brother.
Yeah,
it gets hot.
Sometimes I take my air hose and I shove it in my boots and I pinch it on so the air is like goes into my boots. I'm like, dude, my feet are so hot. I gotta cool them off.
Oh, Trent's ready. Go ahead, Trent.
Donovan, Trent, where do you get your? No, I'm not. Where do you get your truck washed at, Donovan?
I don't wash my truck. I let God wash it when it rains. We get the free car wash.
Got you. So yeah, we've got I mean, this is on the weekly, and the measured move is not insane, but you can see a little bit of a cup. You can see the cup. You can see a little teeny weeny handle right there. Measured move comes to 26 cents. You know, but then from there, you'd have to start looking at what happens from there. Do you have some sort of bull flag, some sort of pennant? And then, you know, what formation is happening after that measured move, so you can start looking at the next level. But yeah, the yearly, I don't know. That's there isn't enough data. That's weird. So, Cardano Spotlight, he said. Let's see. Oh, let's close our poll.
The winner is Crow by 1 vote, and it's because Crow is awesome. I wonder if Crow would have won if you put $2.
Right? I don't know.
No, there's a psychological thing about that. You know, sometimes you just want to vote for the underdog just because it's the underdog.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that fighter, Raja Jackson?
Yeah, I saw that. That was bad. That was horrible what he did, man.
That was horrible. Pretty bad. And at first I was like, I'm not sure if that was scripted or not. But like more videos I found, it's just like, bro.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
He got charged. I think he's going to get charged with attempt murder. That was a horrible situation. But he was allowing. Well, what happened was Rampage Jackson's son went to like a wrestling thing, and the guy went up to him, and he thought he was a part of like the wrestling, you know, people. And so he hit him with a fake beer can, and the kid Rampage's son felt like he got disrespected. But he went on social media and was living it, and people were egging him on, saying, "Hey, you got punked, and you got this." So he allowed that to get to his ego and his pride, and that's why the word says, "Do not let the sun go down, and you are still angry. That is a footstool of the devil." So the guy actually apologized to him and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "I didn't."
Yeah, and the guy, and then he went on top of him and hit him like 20 times, broke all his teeth, knocked him out. Yeah, it was horrible. It was a bad thing. It was bad. I feel sorry for the guy that got knocked out, and I feel sorry for Rampage Jackson's son. It's just a horrible situation.
What was this, WWE or?
No, just like like, you know, that was back like underground wrestling kind of stuff. Well,
and you feel even more bad. It wasn't like, it was kind of, I think it was WWE-ish.
Oh, okay.
But what made it even worse though, Trent, is that the guy who he...
Well, like, I guess what I'm asking is was it scripted wrestling?
No, yes, it's scripted. Yes. That wasn't scripted. And what happened was the dude, Raja...
Which makes it even worse. The fact that
then it gets even worse too.
Just like, yeah.
Because he was fighting another guy, and the dude climbs on the stage. He's talking to his Kick, and he's like, "Hey, should I go on there and knock him out?" And everybody on Kick was like, egged him on, and he went in there, picked up the dude. He wasn't looking. He was fighting another guy. Body slams him backwards, and you could tell as soon as he hit the ground, with his back of his head, lights out. Oh. It was over like that. And then he jumped on top of him, started wailing on him. Yeah. And which makes it worse is that he's actually a veteran with PTSD.
Yeah.
And like the dude, like he didn't straight up like, yeah, he probably felt like he was disrespected, but he was all like, that was just like, Roger felt disrespected with the beer can, but it was like, that's what set him off. The dude apologized. I'm like, that's what took you off. I'm like, there was some issues with that. Yeah. And Raja is an MMA fighter, or was. And so like, I think there's some other seriousness with using your fists once they become technically legal weapons.
Yeah, yeah. And he allowed his ego and his pride to get the best of him. Remember, God resists the prideful, you know what I mean? And has grace to the humble.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, you got to watch yourself out there. Like, if it's just a bad situation for him because it's broadcasted on live TV, on live internet. So now how are you going to fight that in court?
Yeah. It's really hard. And multiple videos, multiple conversations. And it's weird because, like, if he really was sorry, why didn't Roger come out and be like, I'll pay for his bills. I'm so sorry.
Exactly. Or Rampage Jackson. Why, we know he has a lot of fame and stuff like that. Why isn't he advocating, saying, hey, we got to do something for this guy?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Bad situation.
Bad situation, man.
Bad situation.
The depravity of man. It could be any one of us.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why that's why the Lord says, I am the vine, you are the branches. Without me, you cannot accomplish anything. And that's like, accomplishing things in your life, like to avoid certain situations, because the enemy is strong like that. Like, the enemy will, it can get the best of me. Like sometimes you got to take a step back. Like right once the guy apologized, he should have really stepped back. Leave, go home. If you find yourself, what does the Lord say? It's better for you to cut it off.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Pluck it out. It's better. He should have just left. He should have said, you know what? I'm angry right now. I'm not going to be able to control myself. Let me go home.
Yeah.
Right then and there. Let me go home. You know what I mean? So it's a lesson for all of us to learn and look at, right?
Yeah. It's wild. Wild. Well, I'll do a very quick Cardano spotlight and end the stream. So over here on Tap Tools, I like this meme, billions of dollars, ETF, Cardano. There you go.
Yeah.
Says it all. 96% of all. Is this going to give someone is this GIF going to give some? First of all, is it GIF or GIF?
It's GIF, and you can just press play on it and it'll pause it.
Oh wow.
Oh. Well, it's definitely GIF, but I did not know that you can pause it. So 96, because that was gonna give me a stroke. There it goes again. 96% of all SNEC investments are in profit. You hear that, Pepe? Where are you?
Pepe, where are you?
Where are you? Quit hiding in there, Pepe.
Pepe's hiding, bad boy. We love you, Pepe. We love you.
96% of all SNEC investments are in profit. That's wild for a meme coin.
Yes.
I mean, I guess there's a certain point when it goes where you can say that about any meme coin, but I don't know. Like that's pretty wild for a meme. SNEC has already printed 115 million ADA in realized profits for its holders. Realized profits too. That's crazy. I mean, people have taken these profits. Now, the difference between realized and unrealized profits is, are you going to sell when you're up? It's you're taking those profits and you're bringing them into real life. You're realizing them,
Realize.
So this is not really news right here. The SEC delayed its decision on the Grayscale Cardano ETF. New deadline, October 26th. Guys, all of them have been delayed to October, so we knew this was going to happen. The fact, here's the most important thing. The fact that it's Grayscale Cardano ETF tells us it's going to get approved. So
you don't want a Grayscale ETF. Every time Grayscale does anything, it dumps it.
There you go on that. Also, I have a project, a new Cardano native token that I'm starting to take a glance at, and it's called Agent. Share this tab instead.
It's called Agent.
So Agent, but as in an AI agent. And the market cap on this is over here on the right-hand side is $4.3 million. It's pretty low cap. So, you know, when AI runs, I'll come back over here to Twitter and go to its Twitter page if it has one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was John for a second.
Yeah.
And you know, Dan from Crypto Capital Venture is posting this. Oh yeah, that's true. There we go. Dan from Crypto Capital Venture is saying, you know, hey, 24/7 automated Cardano marketing. This is basically at Cardano Whale as an AI infiltrating every top VC chain influencer X post on X with facts and data. Dang. Oh, this isn't the same thing. Never mind. But look, agent down here, Saturn Swap, first ever natural language DEX on Cardano, powered by agent. Oh yeah, I posted this earlier here on our Twitter. I should have known that. I said the ticker is agent. Hashtag Cardano native assets. Agent and AI16Z are pretty much mirroring each other's price structure. Does this mean AI is dead? Nope. Last cycle, Web3 gaming projects like Sand went through significant periods of decline / boring PA before blasting off into space. AI will have the same story. Agent will be leading the AI rally for Cardano native tokens. So when AI rallies, you know, we do know that Indigo is going to benefit from it, even though Indigo is not strictly AI, but it brings AI agents into DeFi, right? But this is like a uniquely focused Cardano project on AI agents, and you know, when AI runs, this is only a $4 million market cap. So if you're throwing a flyer at something, it's something I'm starting to look at a little bit. And I just barely started to look at it today. So just, you know, not financial advice, but I'm just letting you know when in real time, when I'm starting to look at something, hey, I'm flirting with it. I'm flirting with it. So there you go.
There you go.
So yeah, that about wraps it up for me.
Wrap, man. Hey guys, thanks for joining in. Crypto.com is on fire. That's right. And we're just here to help the community, man. And that's just it. We enjoy doing this every single day, a couple times a day. Or now, Mr. Trent going out there in the mornings. He's a solid character, guys. Wouldn't want to do it anybody else. And I appreciate friendship, and I appreciate that we can have the community come on too. Like we have Mr. John 316 on here, and you know, it's awesome, man. It's fun. Join us in the Discord, so we can just get to know you and stay.
After your sign off, give Donovan the last word of the sign off.
Okay, sign off, Mr. John 316.
Well, thank you, Brew Crew, for allowing me to come on again, and I appreciate these guys, the most hydrated, two solid guys on the internet of crypto. Smash those likes and stay blessed, my brothers.
All right, later.